and the murder of a police officer, I do believe that the death penalty is right for some of the most outrageous, most horrible crimes. And I have a great difference with my opponent on that. And so I came here to Central Illinois to ask for your support. I think things are going pretty well. I enjoyed, well, I can't say I really enjoyed that debate, but nevertheless it was, but it was all right. I think we did okay, and we got our chance to get our issues out there, and so now we go. All across today, across Central Illinois. Tomorrow it'll be some other state, West Coast, East Coast. But when Barbara and I travel across this country, leave aside the Democrat, leave aside Republican or Independent, leave aside liberal or conservative, we count our blessings for the strength of the United States of America. You see, as Vice President, I have been to 76 foreign countries representing you. And every time I come back, I count my blessings for the freedoms that sometimes we take for granted in this country. I want to be a good president for the economy. I want to be a good president on the values. And I want to be a good president to build on an outstanding record of strengthening America and making this world more peaceful and of greater chance for democracy to flourish. That is what is driving my candidacy. I ask for your support, and thank you all, and God bless you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. On to the buses. Ed, come up and say hello. Let's hear it for your congressman here, Ed Madigan.
What do you think of this cowboy?
Thank you all.
is sitting quite directly in the, I believe it's the 5th window from the rear. I don't know whether you can see him on the camera or not. He's waving out the window to a lot of people from Jefferson Park have gathered up there on that end. I don't know, kind of hard to estimate crowds sometimes, but there have been as many as 5,000 to 6,000 people here. I'm sure as he heads on up to Minot for an assembly up there, our people from El Paso journeying up there, Mr. Miller and Mr. Wagner, I believe, will be going up there with the kids who are about 40 seniors going up for that occasion. And that'll be a little bit different setting because it will be an assembly. He'll be speaking inside of a building there, or here we have an outside crowd. Motorcade getting ready to, of course, pull out, and buses have all been loaded, and you can see that there's even a truck that's carrying some guys for a very breezy ride, I'm sure, back of a pickup, and this press corps following them. So I'm sure Loretta Lynn and some of the people on that bus. They're getting ready to head up to Minot, and I believe on up to Winona, and some other stops towards the northern part of the state. I think ended up in New Brooklyn, Illinois at the end of the day. Now to be a time to depart and take down some things that have been put up for this campaign stop. One of the press buses getting ready to move out. You think about the money that it costs to just for a tour such as this. Unbelievable. Pine Eye Swallow buses, Peoria Charter, pretty much the contingent. And I believe they said there were a total of 8 buses altogether. And of course, they always have a paramedic service along with them. Lifeline is following this tour here, followed by a couple of state trooper cars, and I'm sure some other security heading on up to Minot. And as you see, we still have some people still gathering around. A lot of people will be heading back toward their school classrooms. Just the teachers. Got them filing back here. Of course, the littler ones you got to kind of keep track of. I know that they'll certainly be talking about this for several days, I'm sure, as we think about the excitement that they will be having in their classrooms this afternoon, just talking about seeing a vice president. Hopefully that their teachers will give them an opportunity to express their feelings in words as to how they may have felt about this experience. You see some of the kids are turned around backwards, waiting for the line to move backwards, and teachers are getting them organized, ready to move back over to Jefferson Park and to Centennial School. Josh Williams there, one of my buddies. Lives just out here in rural El Paso. Young man with the flag and the glasses on over there. Has to be a way down. Man crawling down the ladder with his gun. Looks like about the last class to disappear. Got a camera crew over talking to some people here from El Paso. Looks like employees from Benedict's uptown. And we do have only 2 people still left on the platform. And we now have kind of dissipated here with the number of people left. Totally almost complete abandonment of the street. Go back on record here and get a final picture here of True Value Hardware Store Illinois Heartland Bus Tour, September 28, 1988, Bush 88, El Paso. And the lady that was leading the cheering section for the whole campaign. And I know that there's old John Merle there. Here comes Mrs. Betts. Mrs. Betts, as a proud parent, what did you think about?
I'll bet we see these in math.
Well, I don't know whether we will or not. We probably will. What did you think about the holiday?
I thought it was exciting.
Let me see if I can focus in on you. Okay. Very exciting.
Katie and I went to Europe this summer, and we were convicted of the fact that we don't have the patriotism in our country that they have over there.
Super.
You know, and
super
it was
beautiful.
neat for the kids to be a part of it.
Great, great.
I'm
Thank
glad
you for
we
your
could all be
comments.
here. You're welcome. You look pretty fit today.
Well, there's our men coming out of the corner there. A couple of the security people.
Get these guys away, or?
Heading back down the street. We're over here, group here. They're here. Boy, it's 8:35 in the morning. Look at these bright young people. They're ready to be having a great day with Mrs. Messer today. And J.D. Newberry is going to be telling us a little bit about what he thought about yesterday's experience with Vice President Bush. J.D., would you like to make a few comments to us?
I got stuff and I sit it down and stuff, and then I got a balloon, and then
Do you think your brother was as important as the vice president? I'll bet he was. Oh, he wasn't? Oh, I would have thought your brother would have been just as important as the vice president. But you don't think so, huh? Well, golly, J.D., thank you for your comments. And I know that somewhere down the road, you, all of you people here, Mrs. Messer's class, being able to experience the experience of just being able to be with the president or the vice president. Some people are probably hoping that he might be president, but Mr. Dukakis is running in this race too, and whether we are Republicans or Democrats, really we just want the best candidate to win, to let this country progress and be a very successful nation. And it's sure been good to be in your classroom this morning. Let's all, why don't we just give a big cheer this morning, okay? Let's hear how loud you might be, okay?
What would you like them to say?
Well, let's say...
Something like, what did we say yesterday out there at the campaign? What did we want? We want Bush. We want to say that. Okay, you want to say that? Okay. We want Bush!
Okay, all right. Now, just to give everybody fair time, why don't we say, we want Dukakis, okay?
We want Dukakis!
Okay, thank you very much. All right? We're here in the library over at Centennial School, and Carrie Schroeder is going to be talking about, she's an 8th grader here. She's going to tell us a little bit about her experience yesterday with Vice President Bush. Carrie?
It was different. Nice to meet somebody that high up. America. Different.
Great, great. What did you think of all the security and all that?
A lot of people.
A lot of people. All right. Well, thanks a lot, Carrie. You guys have a nice day today. This is Mrs. Steffen's class. This is a 7th grade group of kids here. We're over in Centennial Building, and we're going to talk to a young man by the name of David back here who's going to give us a little bit of his opinion of yesterday's experience with Vice President Bush. David?
Well, I thought it was rather exciting because he usually never goes to these kind of small towns because, you know, these are in Illinois. And he comes to Illinois, but usually they go to Peoria and Rockford, places like that. But that's one of the ones surprised. I shook his head. It was pretty fun.
Great, great. And what did you think about security, Dave?
I thought that was pretty neat.
Sure, a lot of people standing around with dark glasses and dark suits on, wasn't there? Great. Yeah, there actually was 3 there. There was one inside that building, too. Nobody saw him until at the end. Right. Well, thanks, Dave, and you guys have a nice day today. Thank you very much. The 5th grade class of Mr. Rowland's here, and this is a real nice group of young people. I can see right away they had smiling faces. When your faces are smiling of a morning already, you know you're going to have a good day. We're going to talk to a young lady right over here, and she's going to tell us her name because I already forgot her name again.
My name is Jackie Peters.
Great to have you, Jackie. What was your impressions yesterday of Vice President Bush's visit here?
I thought it was great. It was really exciting.
What did you think of the security that we had?
I thought there was a lot of people and stuff.
Have you ever been around somebody that was as important as Vice President Bush before?
No,
Never,
never.
right. What did you think of your classmates, what they seemed to think of that experience?
I thought it was pretty neat.
Pretty neat. Had you ever seen a big-time entertainer like Loretta Lynn and Crystal Gayle before?
Only on TV.
Had you ever seen Governor Thompson?
No.
No, hadn't seen him. He's a pretty good-sized man, isn't he?
Yeah.
6'6", I think. Well, thank you very much for giving us those comments, and you guys have a great day today. Okay. Thank you. We've got the recorder on, and we're in a real special, neat group here today, and they look like they've been doing a little bit of reading, and we're scanning the class, and golly, it's really a neat morning this morning. Right here's a young man, Kevin. We'd like to have you tell us a little bit about what you thought about yesterday's experience with Vice President Bush.
Which beer?
Okay, guys. George Bush is our new president from the United States of America. And I'm about to Bye-bye, Carrie, my twin sister.
Okay. Kevin, thanks a lot for, what did you think of all the security they had yesterday? What did you think of all that security, the people running around there yesterday?
I think they are extremely noisy.
They were extremely noisy, weren't they? Yes, they were. Right. Chewing sugarless. Well, thanks a lot, people, for being on the tape. And one of these days, I know that they're going to let you see the tape, and maybe you'll see yourself on the part with Vice President Bush there.
Bye.
Okay? Bye. Thank you. On camera outside, we've got a 6th grade group. They're all excited about yesterday's experience with Vice President Bush. We're going to talk to a young man by the name of Justin Scholler over here. Justin, come over here. Justin, what do you think about yesterday's experience? How did that affect your life?
Well, it was pretty exciting.
What kind of excitement did that bring to you?
Well,
What'd you think of all the security they had?
there's a lot of security, and I don't think if anybody would have tried to assassinate him, I don't think they would have got away with it.
Right, right. What, had you ever seen Governor Thompson before?
No, but I've heard a lot about him.
Yeah, right. Well, golly, thanks a lot for making your comments this morning, and have a good day.
Okay.
We're over here in the cafeteria also. The ladies are having their mid-morning snack. They kind of got to go up yesterday to see the experience with Vice President Bush. However, they didn't get to stay around to see him. Since Barb is the foreman of this group here, we'll let her make just a quick comment here about what she thought about the crowd in El Paso.
Well, walked up there, walked back. Took a long time to wait for it. It was late.
Had you ever been around security that tight before?
No, because when I went to leave early, and then as we started to come back, why, we went to walk in front of the bus where the door was, and the trooper didn't stop us, make us go around the back side.
Oh. Well, without these ladies yesterday, they wouldn't have had lunch on time if they hadn't left before his arrival. Thanks a lot. Have a good day, ladies.
Thank you.
Mother, yesterday, Mrs. Main, her daughter was picked up by Vice President Bush. What did you feel like when your daughter was picked up by him?
Oh, I was just elated and nervous, and I just thought it was great.
Great.
And last night we couldn't get ourselves down at all.
I would imagine so. Well, thank you very much, and you guys have a nice day.
Thank you.
Here, we're in a 3rd grade class over here at Jefferson Park School, and we're going to be talking to a young man who was there yesterday to see Vice President Bush. His name is Billy Wolf. Bill, would you like to give us your comments yesterday about what you felt? And
Well, I was happy and, well, I was excited and
what did you think about all the security that was over there?
there was lots of
Lots of it, wasn't there? Lots of guys with sunglasses and dark suits, wasn't there? A lot of state troopers around, too.
yeah.
What did you have anything to say to your parents last night when you got home and told them you got to see the Vice President?
Mm-hmm.
What'd they say about that?
Well, they were pretty happy.
Pretty happy. Had you ever seen Governor Thompson before?
No.
No? You got to see him, and of course you got to see some big-time entertainments too. Loretta Lynn and Crystal Gayle. What did you think about them?
They think.
Okay. Well, thanks, Billy, and you guys have a great day here at Jefferson Park. 1st grade class. This is Mrs. Ox's class, and this is a great group of kids here. Starting in 1st grade this morning, they were all excited about yesterday's experience with the Vice President. We're going to talk to a young man over here. His name is Philip. Philip, what did you think of yesterday's experience with Vice President Bush?
I like how ladies talk.
You like how he talked. What did you think of Governor Thompson? He was a pretty good-sized guy, wasn't he? Right.
I like the one in the blue one because my mom likes country music.
Oh, you like the girls singing and they like country music. Well, that's super. What'd you think of all those security people around? All the guys with the dark glasses and the suits. There was a lot of them there, wasn't there? Right. Well, thanks, Philip, for your comments this morning, and you guys have a nice day. Second grade group here, and this is a group of people in Mrs. Hunt's class, and they're all excited about yesterday's experience also. I'm sure that all of you someday will be able to tell your friends and your family members of your experience, and we're going to talk to a young man by the name of Jeremy back here. Jeremy, what did you think of yesterday's experience with Vice President Bush? How did you feel about that? You felt happy. Great. What did you think of all those security people running around? A lot of them there, wasn't there? Did you see those guys with the sunglasses and the black suits? Yeah, yeah. Did you tell your mom and dad about seeing the vice president yesterday? Had you ever seen Governor Thompson before? He was the great big guy that came on there. You'd never seen him before either, huh? Boy, he was a big guy.